Everyone's talking about the Nassau Morning Madhouse.
Starting your day with people just like you.
On the voice of Nassau Community College.
90.3 WHPC.
I didn't do something yesterday on Mother's Day, and I hope there are some people in this room that didn't do the same thing as me.
What didn't you do?
And I want to start a trend, okay?
Okay.
You may think I was bad. You may think I was a bad son. Okay. But I did not wish my mother, who is on Facebook, a happy Mother's Day on Facebook.
Oh, no. You're dead.
I didn't do it.
You're
I
dead.
called her. I spoke to my mother, but I did not do the Facebook
How
thing.
is the first thing you not did was say Happy Mother's Day?
On Facebook.
I mean, but does she really care?
I don't know. She didn't say anything to me about it, but I think the Happy Mother's Day on Facebook is the stupidest thing ever.
Yeah, I didn't do that either.
Oh, wow. Is your mom on Facebook?
Yeah, she is. But I got her like a lot of stuff, so she's cool. She doesn't need any social media recognition.
Okay, well,
God bless you. I did.
You wished
Yeah.
your mom a happy Mother's
Oh,
Day?
the thing was, I was going to post a whole bunch of photos of her and everything, but she thought everything was ugly, so I was just like, forget it.
Yeah,
We
my
won't
mom
do
had
it.
to...
It's not going to happen.
Yeah, confirm each photo.
Yeah.
Photo
I was
approved?
just like,
Yeah, photo
It was
approved,
like, forget
exactly.
it. It's not going to happen.
But I did it anyway.
I didn't do it, and
I mean-
and I didn't get my mom a gift either.
What?
Whoa. No.
I sent her a
You're
card.
a bad son.
I sent her a card.
So?
I gave Hallmark money.
A card?
Just a card?
It said, Happy Mother's Day, I love you. Isn't that enough?
No, it's not.
Isn't Mother's Day a Hallmark holiday anyway?
But you're supposed to give something in the card.
No.
Yeah.
She's supposed to give something to me.
No.
She gave you
Hence
life.
the Mother's Day.
Well, she wouldn't be a mother if it wasn't for me, so shouldn't I be getting the gift?
Actually, she wouldn't be a mother if it wasn't for your dad, so...
Well, that's true, too. Let's not talk about that. That's creepy. I really don't want to talk about that. It's only 9:12 in the morning. Can we please not talk about that?
Sure.
No, but you really need to get your mom something.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
even
still
if it's
get her
like
something.
you send
Really? You
flowers or
Yeah.
you
You get
send a
roses
gift card.
or something.
Flowers.
I know. Listen, I know it's a big scam. You don't have
Flowers
to tell
die.
me.
Flowers.
But it's you do it. It's just
Right.
something you have to do.
Yeah.
You're a bad son.
I mean, my mom's in Florida, so every year when you call 1-800-Flowers and you ship down your $7,500 bouquet of flowers and you're done. You know.
But the flowers are going to die, and my mom's in Florida, too, so I didn't even think of doing that. But let's make matters worse. I didn't get my wife anything either.
Oh, my gosh.
Whoa.
What?
Let's put it this way. I don't believe in Mother's Day. And
Why?
I'll put it out there, too. I don't believe in Father's Day either. I don't want anything in
So
June.
you don't want anything
No.
from your kids?
I mean, I'll get a little hand-drawn Happy Father's Day thing that their teachers are going to make them do in kindergarten, and that's nice and good, and I'll save it and remember what their handwriting used to look like, and I can barely make out the Happy Father's Day. But I don't believe this is a real holiday. Now, my birthday and Hanukkah and Christmas,
No, see? Well,
let's
no.
get the presents going.
Once you ruin one holiday, the rest fall down too.
Yeah.
That better not be true.
Yeah, it is.
That better not be true.
It is.
I'm hoping for something big,
No big.
big for Hanukkah this
It's
year.
either you got to celebrate all of them or none of them.
Wow.
Yeah,
Not
that's
good.
the rule.
But I wish more people would be like Felicia and I and just ignore the Facebook thing because
Yeah.
Facebook is fun to look at, but not on holidays. Do you agree
Oh my
that
gosh.
every holiday, not just
The
Mother's Day?
timeline is just like moms. I'm just like, okay.
You could be
I'm
like
over
me
it.
and just not be on any social media
Okay,
whatsoever.
yeah,
Oh, I wish.
I am anti-social media.
How do you do that?
I know. How do
I
you
have
do
functioned
that?
fine. What have I, almost 50 now, and I have not been never once on social media.
Can't do it.
God
Really?
bless you.
You know what? I don't even have. Look what I'm using for a phone.
Yeah. What is that? A track phone?
Does that
No,
even-
it's one of these old
a flip
LG,
phone.
Oh,
LG flip phones.
Oh, wait.
I don't do anything.
So you call people?
Yeah.
you can't play Words with Friends?
No, don't play any games. I've never played video games in my life.
Angry Birds?
Oh my God.
If I didn't have Angry Birds, I don't know what I would do with my life.
You know, I
don't
got
know.
stuck in the 80s and never left.
Wow, that's not good. But let's get back to the let's lose the
Mother's
holiday,
Day?
all the holiday posts, and get back to posting about cats. Can we do that?
I
like
hate
cat
cats.
posts. How could you hate cats?
Yeah,
I
I'm a
hate
dog
cats.
person.
I'm a dog person.
Oh, forget it. I'm done with
We
both
just
of
got
them.
another dog over the weekend. Friday, we picked
forget
up
it.
a dachshund.
I can't.
Dogs are the best.
I'm surrounded by pet people.
Yeah.
I don't even
I
have
bet.
a dog, and I love dogs.
This show's over.
Every morning is a party.
And this is your official invite.
The Nassau Morning Madhouse is on
90.3 WHPC.
Did anybody catch Saturday Night Live this week?
Yes, I recorded it. Well, my mom did.
DVR.
DVR'd it.
Yeah, that's the way I do it too. I'm not staying up that late.
No.
Way past
Commercials?
my Oh, I'm not even at the commercials, just way past my bedtime. But you aren't alone. We all watched it. Apparently, it was the number 2 episode of the season so far in the ratings.
Wow.
Melissa McCarthy was the host, and she brought back Sean Spicer.
Yes, I have a follow-up. Isn't it true that President Trump only fired James Comey to stop the FBI's investigation of him?
Shut up, Glenn.
I think the American people deserve to know.
You stink, Glenn. You stink.
Come on. I don't stink.
You stink bad.
Stink.
All right, let me just put this whole Russian thing to bed once and for all. Trump is innocent. How do we know? Because he told us so. Period.
If you ask me, if you've ever watched the real Sean Spicer on C-SPAN and not fallen asleep watching it, like it's a dead-on impersonation.
I know, that's what everybody says.
Obviously, it's a caricature and it's brought up a little bit more, but
Right.
he literally yells at the press. It's, and the whole motorized thing obviously is a caricature.
Yeah.
But, you may have seen on Facebook and Twitter, I know Ed didn't because he's just admitted he's not on Facebook and Twitter, so he has no idea what's going on in the world outside of his little world. But Melissa McCarthy was dressed as Sean Spicer and caught on the streets of Manhattan.
Yeah, I saw that.
Driving her motorized podium.
I wish I would have seen that in person.
And it turned out, of course, it was a bit as part of that bit for Saturday Night Live. And I applaud Saturday Night Live for doing that because they could have just done a green screen thing.
Right.
But they literally went out there and they probably wanted to be caught because it brought up the excitement for the show even more.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, seeing Melissa McCarthy.
Dressed as Sean Spicer,
riding down the street.
Riding down the street on a motorized podium. Like, you don't see that every day.
Right, and she's like in traffic and she's like honking and was like, come on, we should be going.
Right. But if you saw the skit, she was supposed to be sad because she realized that her boss, Trump, may have been lying to her this whole time. Because right after that, they're like, what, we just have to believe everything he says? No, we don't have to believe everything he says. And she's finally, or he, as Sean Spicer, finally realizes that, hey, maybe he's been lying to me this whole time. Right. And it was just genius. I think it was genius. She took down a piece of the set and threw it at the press. She came in hiding in the bushes, just like Sean Spicer really did last week. Like, you can't make this stuff up. Yeah, he was caught hiding in the bushes to avoid the press. That's real. That was real. That was not made up for Saturday Night. You can't.
That's awful.
It's unbelievable.
Wow.
And of course, Alec Baldwin also brought back his Trump impersonation, which by far is the best.
Back to James Comey. Your staff has been insisting all week that you didn't fire him because of his Russian investigation.
No, I did.
Wait, what?
I fired him because of Russia. I thought he's investigating Russia. I don't like that. I should fire him.
And you're just admitting that. But that's obstruction of justice.
Sure, okay.
Wait, so did I get him? Is this all over? Oh, no, I didn't. Nothing matters. Absolutely nothing matters anymore.
And that's just the truth also. Nothing matters. Anything can be said. It's absolutely amazing.
Every week is a crazy week.
I know. This week, the season finale of SNL, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is
and Katy
hosting.
Perry.
Yes.
Oh, and Katy Perry's the musical guest. Look at that.
Awesome.
Season finale. So 9:23 on the NASA Morning Madhouse. Ed, you have an interesting story about someone who was in a bad mood and Girl Scout cookies made them feel better?
Yeah, well, the Comey thing has been, taking over the news since last week when it happened. And Comey comes home, and now he's got 8 million press people out there, cameras, newspapers, everybody's at the end of his driveway. And
he's a bigger star than Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah, so his neighbors, see all this going on. And there's a 9-year-old girl that lives right down the block from James. Her name is Abby Grace. And what she did is she kind of felt bad. She said, this is just, awful. This poor man has to go through all this.
Oh,
so she decided she was going to do him a favor. She baked him an entire box of chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, it wasn't even Girl Scout cookies. It was homemade.
Yeah, she went home to her mom and said, "Mom, we have to do something. I feel like we should make him some cookies to try to make him feel better." So they got together. Her and the mom went in the kitchen. They baked the cookies, and the mom brought them down to James's house. And
can you imagine how that went down?
Yeah. I would never do it.
So, and she's still wearing a school uniform when she actually got home, and she made the cookies in her uniform. Walked down there with the mom, delivered the cookies to James's house.
She's so nice.
I mean, that's nice and all good and all, but did chocolate chip cookies ever make anyone feel any better?
Yes.
Yeah.
Doesn't do anything for me.
Really?
No.
Hey, listen, they
doesn't. I'm not one of those
What about
people.
fried chicken?
No, I'm not.
What makes you feel better?
I don't even know. Sleep. But food doesn't do it for me. Like I mean, if I'm in a bad mood, I'll go to a chicken place or I'll binge on something like that. But at the end of it, I'm like, now I just feel sad and full.
You got to try Tate's chocolate chip cookies.
Oh my God. Totally agree. They are so good. They're like nice and hard and crunchy.
They're made
oh my
in
God,
Southampton.
They're so good. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're local?
Yeah, they're
bakery.
local, yeah. They're
Now,
so good.
if you're in a 7-Eleven, you'll see the green bags in a display at the end of the aisle.
How much did they pay you for this?
No, nothing. These are good cookies.
Good cookies. No, like great cookies.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they're really good.
They have a whole bunch of different varieties now. They
They're
got
macadamia nut.
Yep, oatmeal. Man, so if you go in a 7-Eleven, pick up a bag.
Or like any deli. Legit,
Yeah.
any deli would have
Oh, wait,
them.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I've never seen you so excited about anything. and
Oh
it's
my
just a
God, so
cookie.
good. Yeah, cookies make you so much better.
Cookies make me fat.
The Nassau Morning Madhouse.
The perfect combination of music and fun.
Like peanut butter and jelly.
Like chicken and waffles.
Like tacos with even more tacos.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
90.3 WHPC.
We got to talk about graduation. How boring are 99% of graduation ceremonies?
Boring.
Very
I fell
boring.
asleep at my brother's.
You admit that?
Yeah. Well, my eyes were open, but my brain was asleep.
Daydreaming. Well, this past weekend, Will Ferrell got to get an honorary doctorate at some university, which, by the way, the whole honorary doctorate thing is annoying to me. Like, we all have to work for our degrees, but just because you're rich and famous, you can just get one, and now we have to call him Dr. Will.
Right. I mean,
That's
I
another
love Will
story.
Ferrell, but
he decided to make it interesting. Now, you get a comedian at the podium, you're expecting
Right.
interesting, but do you expect this?
If I
what?
should stay, I would hold
He's so
baby
talented.
and your way.
He's singing Whitney
I
Houston.
know.
So I'll go.
All right, I'll spare you the rest. We'll let him keep singing there.
Oh my goodness.
But now, if you could pick the celebrity at your commencement speech, who would you pick, Gina?
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Oh my gosh.
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Manuel.
No, here we go again with the name.
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
The Hamilton guy.
Yes, the Hamilton guy.
All right. Why?
Why? Because he's such like a great speaker.
Yeah.
Like he would rap. He would
that'd
just
be
rap
awesome.
on the spot.
Yeah.
He's so
I've
talented.
never seen Hamilton, but I love him so
Never
much.
saw Hamilton either. But his Tony Award speech.
I
Come
have
on.
tickets
Yeah,
to
that
see it
was
in
good.
November.
You do?
I do. Bought it for my wife for her birthday. See, I do buy some presents, going back to earlier.
I mean, that's a good present.
Now, who would you want, Felicia?
I don't know. It'd be between Beyonce, because she's such a queen. She's
Come
such a
on.
queen.
I am so
What?
over Beyonce.
I love Beyonce.
Why?
Or Viola. Well, because she's a queen.
She's not a queen.
Yes, she is. And then, or I would choose Viola Davis
Oh,
because
Viola
every
Davis is
time she does like an Oscar speech or whatever, it's just so
It's
good.
moving, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it probably won't be that entertaining as Will Ferrell's, but it would be like really motivating. So I would choose her.
It wouldn't be boring.
I don't like
Yeah.
your choices. I'm just going to come out
Okay,
and say they
whatever.
suck. Your choices suck, and I would fall asleep at your graduation
What about
ceremony.
you? Who would you choose if you went back 20 years or 10?
Oh, sure. Let's just date me. Let's the
15?
fact that I'm older. I'd want Weird Al Yankovic. I want my graduation in polka style.
What?
I do. That would be
heard of him.
hysterical. That
Oh,
would be
they.
absolutely hysterical. I want everything. I want the accordion and everything. What about you, Big Ed?
You're going to hate me.
Why?
Because I would take somebody pretty serious. I'm not
come
into
on.
any of these celebrities or anything like that. Because you need somebody who's going to be up there and kind of motivate you into getting out there in the world and actually succeeding. And I would think.
So who would you pick?
You know what? I listen to some people speak and I say, man, he's got some brains. Mark Levin, radio host.
Right.
Oh.
He's a constitutional lawyer and a radio host.
Right.
And I actually think what he says, he's pretty smart. He's a pretty smart man.
All of a sudden, Beyonce's looking really good right now.
We talk about everything.
And sometimes all at once.
It's the Nassau Morning Madhouse.
On the voice of Nassau Community College.
90.3 WHPC.
Strange choice potentially joining Donald Trump's team.
Yeah, well, they've had these big upheavals lately, of course, with Mr. Spicer and everything. And, there's been rumors that they're thinking of replacing him because of his confrontational style with the press and some things that have gone on in the background that Trump's people are not liking. So
If they do that, Melissa McCarthy's out of a job, so I don't want that happening.
Right.
well, if anybody watches Fox News, the show The Five, that used to be on at 5 p.m. a.m. Got its role after Glenn Beck started his trouble over there. They replaced Beck with the 5. And Kimberly Guilfoyle, one of the big stars of the 5, she actually came from San Francisco. She was married to the mayor of San Francisco at one time. She got